Mrs. Whitby? Mrs. Whitby, it's me. Carla.
Well?
Sorry. I wanted... I'm sorry.
Sorry. Well. Your letter. I only read the first sentence to know it was you. It's been in my handbag ever since. Take this. Take it back now you're here. I don't want it and you should never have come here. It's all right, it's all right. Got you. Stand up. That's it. Stand up. Come on. Need to get you sat down. Come on. Here, sit down. I'll get water.
No, it's all right. I have some here. My dad brought me here once when I was young. A few times, actually. He took me to a few places when I was really little. I think just to get away from Mum. She didn't like it. It's nice to be back here.
So, you live in London?
Yeah.
Are you married?
No.
Boyfriend?
Yeah, we live together.
Oh, very modern.
We have our ups and downs. He looks after me.
That's good to know.
Bit scared of marriage, actually. Mum and Dad split up when I was
Marriage
12,
requires
so...
kindness and honesty, so perhaps not for you.
Not now. In the future, perhaps. Kids, maybe.
You shouldn't have children.
My meetings are in churches.
Meetings?
AA. Alcoholics Anonymous.
You're an alcoholic.
Yeah. An addict. We talk about God.
Excuse me?
We talk about God. Or the higher power. trusting in something greater
I
than
have been
our...
a committed member of the church since I was a child. I do not see how your meetings bear any resemblance to my faith.
You said you forgave me.
Excuse me?
At the inquest, you said you forgave me.
Now you listen to me. I am not having this conversation. I do not need to explain myself to you.
I was wondering why.
Why what?
Why did you forgive me?
I do not say anything. God, the Bible says all.
I think about her. I think about
You
Catherine.
don't you dare say her name in front of me.
I'm sorry.
You will never earn the right to say her name. Not now. Not ever. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Say you understand.
I understand.
You write a letter and you come here out of nowhere to my church, to my home, to my place of worship, to torture me, to make fun of me. After all this time, after all these years, you say nothing. You do nothing, and then you write a letter and you come here and you think you have some sort of right, some sort of reason to be here.
Please,
How
Mrs.
can you be so
Whitby.
cruel?
I can explain.
How dare
Please,
you?
just let me...
Bitch! You little bitch! Don't say a word. Don't say one word. You know how long it's been? 16 years, 7 months, 2 weeks, and 1 day. She was pregnant, you know. Well, of course you knew that. It was you who instigated the whole thing on the internet, you and that boy. Pregnant at 14. Well, 14 and a half to be precise. You know who told me she was pregnant? A policewoman. Someone I'd never met before. Two days after, I find my only daughter in her room. Someone I did not know tells me my dead daughter was pregnant. Then slowly but surely it all comes out. The bullying, the taunts, the little soap opera that had been my daughter's life that I knew nothing about. You people. You're disgusting. Disgraceful. The lot of you. 14-year-olds, girls having sex. What sort of parents put up with that behaviour? Well, we all know about your parents and their behaviour, but my daughter, I brought her up properly. I brought her up according to the Bible. I told her, I said that... Do you want a whiskey?
A whiskey?
Yes. A scotch, a whiskey.
I don't... Do you drink?
No, I do not drink. I am not a drinker. I am not like you, an alcoholic, an addict, whatever it is you do. I like the taste. I find it warming, and having the occasional one does not make me some sort of I am not like you. I'm only telling you because... Well, I'm having one.
I don't drink. Never drunk alcohol from a cup before. If anyone asks, I can just say it's tea.
Not long after I was married, I saw something that will stay with me forever. I went to the bank one afternoon and there was this security guard standing there just doing his job. And in came these two men with guns. One of them just shot the security guard. They just shot him. They didn't know him, they knew nothing about him. They shot him just so they could steal some money. How could anyone be so cruel? After it happened, I went home and I felt this fury. These men, that man who did that, I wanted to kill him. I wanted to kill him for what he'd done to that security guard. I've never felt like that before in my whole life. I remember that feeling because the second time I felt like that was with you. At the inquest. I sat there and watched you as you and your friends listened without a flicker of emotion at what you'd done to my daughter. I remember you particularly. I watched you, and even though you were the guilty one, you seemed to have this coldness, this deadness. There I was, helpless and weak, and you seemed to have all the power. At that exact moment, I wanted to walk over to you, put my hands around your neck and throttle you till you couldn't breathe anymore. I wanted you dead, and I wanted to be the one to do it.
What about now?
Now, you're just old and redundant like the rest of us.
I'm not going to drink that. Thank you. It's been good to see you. Mrs. Whitby, your daughter died because of me. I did things. I said things. I hurt her and I'm responsible. I came to see you because when I sent that letter, when I wrote it, I knew I wanted a way out of this, to not think, to not see what I did, to just be blank. I can't be blank. I just can't anymore. I needed to see you because even if you killed me right here, right now, that is what I am prepared to accept. I did it, Mrs. Whitby. I did it, it was me. I'm so sorry. She wanted to be an actress. She wanted to be an actress ever since she was young. When she was 11, she had a part in a play at the local theatre group. We were all so proud. The whole family. We had family in Australia, and every now and then my brother-in-law would do these home videos. So this one time I had the idea that she should do a bit from the play just to show everyone. She didn't want to. She's actually very shy in a lot of ways. I made her stand up there in front of everyone being recorded. She didn't do it properly. So I hit her. I hit her. She didn't cry, although I think she wanted to. She just went very quiet. She was like that. Quiet. After that, she didn't really confide in me, and 3.5 years later, she was gone. You and me. We did a pretty good job on it, didn't we? Mrs. Whitby, hurt people,